This woman wants to know the truth about her internet boyfriend.
There was just something in me that clicked, and I wanted to get to know him. I have never dated someone with that much masculinity in them. And he says I'm his beautiful, gorgeous, pretty wife.
After being diagnosed with MS and becoming disabled, Dior has struggled to support herself.
I ended up getting disabled with multiple sclerosis. And I said, well, you know that I'm going to be like this for the rest of my life, right? And he goes, yeah, and I'll take care of you.
Raphael was handsome, supportive, and promised to take care of Dior's every need. There was just one problem.
He uses the sun to say like, oh, you want me and my son to starve? I'll die of hunger. $250 here, $250 here, $350 here. I'm in trouble.
Everybody just pack everything. Why is the house all open? Yeah. So just pack everything and then leave.
Join us for another Catfish adventure. We will find out if Raphael's Dior's knight in shining armor or just another degenerate scammer coming after her disability check.
Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
Okay, team, we got a new case. It's from a woman named Dior. I'll read her email. She says, I've been in a relationship since January with a man from Milwaukee. I met him on Instagram. However, I'm feeling confused and unsure. He claims someone hacked his phone and stole his videos and photos, but some videos just seem off. I've sent him nearly $4,000, but I'm on disability with MS and I can't afford much. I'm just trying to figure out if he's genuine. I really want to believe he's the one, as I like his personality and I could see a future with him. We gotta help this.
We do. I mean, multiple sclerosis is no joke.
No.
Sounds like he's taking her disability check.
Wow, that's pretty low.
Well, we have this video. Let's hear your story.
Hi, Social Catfish. My name is Dior. I'm 44 years old and I'm from Waipahu, Hawaii. In my spare time, I like to watch game shows. I like to talk to friends on the phone. I used to work for a surf shop here in Hawaii. I worked there for 17 years. I ended up getting disabled with multiple sclerosis. So that's how I ended up not being able to work. I cannot walk. I lost my ability to write. So my mom will fill out paperwork for me if needs to be filled out. I'm okay. I can do things, but I just need a little more time to do it. My recent boyfriend, we lasted around 8 years. As it started coming towards the end that we were breaking up, I felt that he didn't accept my disability. When I start talking to someone, I'll already tell them about my diagnosis because I don't want to be wasting my time if I held it from them and then I tell them later and then they leave me.
Dior's MS symptoms have made work and many other basic tasks impossible for her to perform. Now, spending more time at home and online, Dior met a stranger named Raphael on Instagram.
I was actually on my phone on Instagram just looking through, and then I ended up getting a message, which was from Raphael. It was a friend request, and I didn't really know who he was, so I looked all through his pictures, and I thought, oh, he's cute, and there was just something in my gut feeling that told me he was okay and to accept him. He is 6'2", about 210. He has blonde hair, blue eyes. He has tattoo sleeves on both sides of his arms. He has tattoos on his fingers. He has tattoos on his hands. He focuses a lot on fitness. He takes good care of his health. I have never dated someone with that much masculinity in them. There was just something in me that clicked, and I wanted to get to know him. His personality he's so nice. He always asks me if I eat breakfast. Early on, it was just so weird because within 30 minutes, he told me, I love you. And I have never said, I love you that soon in our relationships. How can you tell someone you love them within 30 minutes of a message conversation. Before, I have not said anything to him. I just be like, oh, like, I miss you at first when he would tell me, but I just feel so comfortable with him. Now I will tell him I love you back. He just says, I love you. You're my beautiful wife. Your personality is so good. I've never thought that I'd find someone with your personality. I will tell him that he's my tall, handsome, tattoo husband, and he says I'm his beautiful, gorgeous, pretty wife. When I first started talking to him, the very first day after he told me I love you, he tells me I'm a rich man. And I said, you don't say that to people. He goes, but I'm rich. I said, yeah, but you just don't say that to people because you don't want people to say they love you just for that. He sent me videos of his house. It's really nice. He goes, this is what my house looks like. I purchased it all with my money. He does call me sometimes when he is not busy at work, and I try to video chat with him. He will not video chat. He's very private. We were talking on Instagram. Within 2 days, he asked me to move to Telegram, and I asked him why. And he said because he doesn't want to notify people that he's online. And we just been talking on Telegram ever since.
Raphael would use his young son as an excuse for needing money from Dior. Dior felt sympathetic for the son, however the payments to Raphael were draining Dior's funds and making it harder and harder to pay her bills.
He says that he's a investor. He invested all his money, so that's the reason why he doesn't have anything. He asked me for $50 first. It was for gas. And then he said that he wanted 50 because he doesn't have food. And I said, I don't think I can give you that. He uses the son to say like, oh, you want me and my son to starve? I'll die of hunger. So I'll give him the 50. And then it started, oh, I need 100 for this. I need 100 for that. I need 100 for gas. He asked me for $10 for his son to play video games. And I said, no. And he goes, why? I said, because your son shouldn't be playing video games. He should be invested in his homework or reading. It's either Cash App or through Apple gift cards or STEM gift cards. And what I'll do is I'll purchase the gift card. I'll send him a picture of the number that's on the gift card. He takes that number. Then I guess he gets cash in place of that card that he gives the number. He says it's his coworkers that he sends it to. He'll give me where I should send it, the person's name, and the amount that I should send. And he had given me a website to his account, and he told me, oh, here, I'll give you my password and my ID for you to check the account.
Raphael put his trust in Dior. He granted her access to a website that speculates and allows her to invest in the rising and falling of different world currencies.
The company is apparently, they look at how much currencies are worth in different countries. And what they do is they wager it up and down. Like they watch the value go up and down. When I went onto that website to look at Raphael's account, I contacted the email address, and I didn't know the email address was actually the boss's address. I sent an email stating like, why is the funds not available? And if you could please contact me. And that's how the boss got back to me. And they told me that his account was frozen, and there was a certain amount that in order for his account to get unlocked, he had to pay them a certain amount to unlock the account. And I told the boss, Raphael doesn't tell me everything. Can you please tell me what's going on? And he said, well, they looked at Raphael's record and they noticed that he's missing a $400 payment. I've paid to unlock his account. It's like $250 here, $250 here, $350 here, $300. He tells me that I'll pay you back. Don't worry. We're getting our money. He says our money. He doesn't say my money. He says we're getting our money. Don't worry about it. We have one more payment left to make of 300, I believe, and then we'll get our money.
Dior has sent payment after payment to get Ralph's account unlocked. But all Dior has gotten in return is excuse after excuse for why he can't pay her back yet.
The last I sent him was 2 weeks ago. I've stopped now because I have nothing. My bank declines every payment I sent out to him. So the only thing that he's asking for is the 300, that's the last payment, and that'll open his account for him to give me my money. My car right now, there's no registration. I have no license, no insurance on my car. So he knows that I'm in trouble. He knows that I've had to go to the store, and he always apologizes that he has to make me go to the store, knowing that I have a hard time walking because I use a walker to go. So I have to park across the street, go into the store for the gift card. And he apparently would keep a record of everything that he asked me for, and he'd keep a date. He'd keep a record, apparently. And after that, it started getting more and more, and he just gave up on keeping a record of it. Right now, I'd say it would be over 4,000 or 5,000. He wants me to move to Milwaukee. I don't want to move to Milwaukee. I've never lived in the mainland before, so I don't want to move to the mainland, especially being that my family is here in Hawaii. He tells me that he wants to buy a house in Hawaii, and I tell him, I said, the way things are going, who's going to live in the house? And he goes, me. Dior is going to live in the house. And I said, I don't want to live in a house and I don't have electricity, and I'm going to be sitting in the dark because you can't pay the bill. But he tells me that because he doesn't want to leave his house in Wisconsin. And I said, well, you know that I'm going to be like this for the rest of my life, right? And he goes, yeah, and I'll take care of you. And I said, okay. He goes, I want to let your parents know that I'm going to take care of you.
This is when Dior's brother would make the discovery that there was another profile using Raphael's photos going under the name Diogo. Her brother was convinced this was the man's real name and social media account. However, Raphael had another far-fetched excuse ready for Dior.
So Raphael had told me that Diogo had broken into his phone and stole his pictures and his videos and put it on Diogo's profile. When I confront him about it, he tells me, what is this? Why are you saying this? And I said, I'm just asking and I want to know, what is going on. And he just basically tells me, like, don't pay attention to them. Like, that's a fake profile. I told you before, like, don't look at that page. Like, he's really calm and collective about it. He doesn't get defensive. My parents keep questioning me about it. Like, why do you think this person is real? What's wrong with you? I said, I really don't know. It's just how I feel about him. My gut feeling is telling me that he's real. If Raphael is a real person, it would be great for me to hear that he's a real person and all of this can go behind me. So I'm just hoping that he's real.
All right, Seekers, we had to get to the bottom of this. A few days later, the search team sat down to look over the evidence.
So Dior is obviously deeply and madly in love with this person. She thinks he's real. How can we help Dior?
Well, fortunately, she gave us a lot of pictures, so that's always a good thing when it comes to these investigations. So definitely looks like a gym head. It looks like an athlete of some kind, like some kind of Instagram influencer. And looking at this just screams Instagram to me.
Looks like he might have a year on his knuckles or something. But we might be able to get information from his tattoos.
Why does he have a picture of them kissing another woman? What is that about?
He has a wedding ring on.
Oh yeah, look at that.
We also have a picture of him, it looks like, with a young man here. So this could be his son.
He definitely works out. This photo's super high quality, so it makes me wonder if he's some kind of model. He keeps throwing up the Hawaiian hand sign, so that's interesting. It could indicate where he's from, like California or Hawaii.
1986? That could be his birth year.
He's telling her that he is, what, 44?
Oh, yes. She said that she's in a relationship with a 44-year-old man from Wisconsin.
That doesn't line up.
He's 37, 38.
So if that does turn out to be his birth year, then that's already a lie. Yeah, there's also another picture of like a little baby hand here, so he definitely has kids.
That's cute.
Yeah.
She also sent some pictures of some cars that he owns. One of them has a license plate from Connecticut. This is pretty crazy because we typically don't receive license plate numbers. So I think I'm gonna have to go out and actually pay for a Carfax report just to see if we can find anything else about this car.
That would be cool. Yeah.
I'm hoping to find past history such as when it was sold, if it was in an accident before, has it always been in Connecticut, maybe possible previous owners. We'll see what happens.
Okay. She mentioned that she spoke to him over the phone. And she also says he has an accent.
It's weird because she mentioned talking to him a few times on Telegram. So I'm curious as to who she's been talking to. And she also mentioned hearing a Brazilian accent. So maybe we can schedule some sort of phone call with this person to hear his voice.
Let's try to get him on the phone, and then we'll bring her a bunch of information to back whatever the results are, okay?
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, Seekers, it was time to give Dior the cold hard truth about the Raphael profile she was communicating with. Stick around until the end to find out if Raphael is Dior's Prince Charming or just another romance scammer preying on her sympathies. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And once you've done that, give this video a like too. Seekers, we had a big production problem the day we were going to reveal everything to Dior. Her dad was pretty heated when he came home to cameras all over his house.
Everybody just pack everything. Why is the house all open? Yeah. So just pack everything and then leave.
It turns out Dior was dishonest with her father about why she was being interviewed. Dior told her dad the reason why there was cameras set up was for a documentary about MS.
No. You know what? The thing ends right now. Yeah. You said it was for. I called the office. They have no idea what's going on.
After Dior's dad told the videographer she needed to leave, our team got a phone call.
So he now knows everything that's going on.
Yeah.
You said he may be willing to talk to us.
Yeah.
Dior then came clean about what was going on. Our Catfish crew was here to help her find the truth.
So now you tell me it's about this catfish thing. Yes, so you work for the catfish people.
Yes.
Now that Dior's father understood our true intentions, he was willing to get on the phone and talk things through with Brienne. It turns out Dior's father had quite a lot to say about the matter.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. My name's Brienne. How are you?
I'm Dior's dad.
Nice to meet you. What did Dior explain to you?
Okay. What was told to us was because she has MS. She had told us that this is in regards to her doctor, that people were going to do a story about MS regarding this. So, you know, I don't like to be fooled yet. Okay, can I get the truth from you then?
She reached out to our company to help us reveal the truth because she's developing feelings for this person and she wants to know if this person is who they say they are. Our company performs these online investigations, and what we were going to do today is share with her all of our findings.
She's been sending money to this person.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, my son did find out.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of like I'm tired of bailing her out. It's kind of like, I can't see myself paying for her car registration and insurance.
Right.
Only for her to be sending hundreds of dollars out to this person.
That's true. Yeah.
And she's on limited income, right? She lives here with us because of the situation. I don't take a penny from her or anything. okay, because she's my daughter, so hey, whatever I gotta do, I gotta do.
Right.
You know, I'm 65 years old. I'm still working.
Mm-hmm.
I can't keep paying your registration, your car insurance, and everything else.
Right.
She has dug herself a hole that will be very hard to come out of. You know, it really doesn't help when she had 2 deadbeat boyfriends that she met in the past. The latest one was the worst, I think, because he kept claiming that, you know, his back is, he can't work and everything. And, you know, she worked all the way. She wasn't as bad as she is now. I think the condition has gotten worse because of the stress.
Yeah. Okay.
So he would stay home and he would send her to work. And they were living, and you know, at one point, 2 years ago, I had to come up with $5,000 just to catch up to her things, and it was just ongoing, and it was like. So now it's like, okay, you know, I can understand she's at home and everything, so I don't know how she got involved with this person.
Yeah.
And, yeah, my son went as far as finding out, like, he told my daughter he's a fake. He doesn't even speak English. He's a fake.
Yeah, so she actually shared this with us. I would love it.
Is this actually costing
This
her?
is for free. We do this pro bono because she's sharing her story. So this is what we do. This is what our channel does. And I just want you to know our intentions are aligned with you. We want to help her out. We want to show her the truth. We want to make her aware of online safety.
You know, I hope you can get through to her. Because we sure weren't able to.
What is going on?
Sad. You know, like as a dad,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't have a 4-year-old kid, but like, I think as a father, you know, to hear like the pain that he's going through because he truly cares about his daughter. And it's like, I mean, the thing we want for our kids is like for them to grow up, to be independent, to be happy. And then he sees his daughter and she's like not independent. She's not happy. This stuff keeps happening and it just freaking breaks his heart. And but he's like kind of getting to the point where he's just tired of it too. He's like, look, how many times are you going to do this? I can't bail you out anymore. Seems like a freaking nice guy, man.
I actually think he's relieved that this is happening. I for sure, right when he answered the phone, he was on guard. But then when I start explaining what we do, I can tell he's happy that we're here to help her.
Now that we've clarified the truth for Dior's father, it was time to sit down and see if we could convince her to block this Raphael profile for good.
Hey Dior, my name is Drew.
Hi.
Hello, Dior. Good to see you again.
Same here.
Are you ready for today?
I am finally ready. I'm really nervous about what you found.
What do you think we found?
I don't know. I'm trying to think really positive. I hope good stuff.
Well, tell us about the last time you spoke to Raphael.
The last I spoke to him was yesterday, and it was really good. Other than that, we've been messaging on Telegram every day. He says that he's really happy, and I always tell him, "Why are you happy?" And he goes, "Because I'm chatting with you." I know other people has told me, but I just didn't really believe them because I was going with my gut instinct. But I think that when I hear from you folks that I'll understand it more.
What's making you believe this? So what is Raphael promising you?
It's more like how he makes me feel.
How does he make you feel? What does he tell you?
He tells me that he's really happy to meet me and that I'm a special person and I'm unique. I mean, it just seems like he cares.
What about you? How do you feel about him? Do you think he's unique?
It's more so just the whole caring part. I mean, I know I do have family that cares, but I think a lot of it has to do with what I'm being told. He feels that God brought us together. Like, it's just things like that.
I know your parents and your family and your brother have kind of broken this stuff down to you, but What we've done is we've pulled a bunch of information and we have an answer to every question you have. We hope to break the truth to you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so we looked at the phone number that you shared with us. This is the phone number that you used to chat with Raphael, is that correct?
Yes.
We ran a reverse phone search on this number, and what we were able to find is that this is actually a VoIP phone number. Whoever registered this number in Walworth, Wisconsin.
He's saying he's currently in Wisconsin.
How frequent do you watch our show?
Probably like 1 or 2 episodes a day, I want to say.
Okay, so you're familiar with a VoIP phone number, right?
Yes.
So when you register a VoIP phone number, you can register it anywhere in the world. So I can be here in California and I can text you from a phone number that looks like I'm in London, and I can tell you that I'm in London. Most scammers use Telegram and VoIP phone numbers. How does that make you feel?
Still confused.
Okay, well, we have more.
So you shared with us 2 vehicles that Raphael claims that he owns, and one of them has a license plate. So we pulled a Carfax report on the Subaru license plate, and we were able to find that it had, in the past, had been owned 3 times, recently was sold last year of May, and we were also able to look at its service history, where it had gone to be serviced, and the majority of the locations were within Connecticut. When we looked at the history as a whole of all the owners, it was always a person that was either located in Massachusetts or Connecticut. We even pulled a map that shows where this car had traveled to and from, and we narrowed it down to a 5-mile radius within Connecticut. That is a very precise location. And that has nothing to do with Raphael being in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
The person who owns this vehicle most likely lives in this area in Connecticut.
No, he told me that he used to live in Texas.
These stories don't align. So the fact that he's hiding his identity behind this VoIP phone number, the fact that he's lying to you about the car that he owns, I mean, a lot of this does not align.
I know too, he's a really private person, so that's what makes me really hesitant about him.
I would consider myself a pretty private person. With that being said, that has nothing to do with someone being honest with the person that they love. And so if he's telling you he loves you, and he's been telling you he loves you for 11 months, why would he lie to you about a car that he supposedly owns?
Yeah, that's true.
Have you lied to him?
I think only about today. I just told him I was at the doctor.
Minus that though, when you're in love with someone, don't you want to share everything with them?
Yeah.
Dior was still convinced that Raphael was the true man in these images, but we had even more to reveal.
We looked at the images that you sent over to us for Raphael, and there were a lot of images. Matter of fact, when we ran reverse image searches, we were able to find hundreds of images for this person. We found profiles with his images under different names, but we noticed that we had been seeing several matches for his images linked to Diogo.
Yeah.
Your brother ran a reverse image search and told you something similar.
He just found Diogo Facebook.
The search team, they use very advanced tools, and we have one of the best reverse image searches in socialcatfish.com, and we were able to find the official account. And that official account that your brother had showed you is the real man's account. His images were stolen and sent to you. None of these images belong to this person using this VoIP phone number.
So Diogo's images were stolen, but it's so funny because Raphael told me that Diogo stole his photos.
So he's telling you this because he's lying to you. This person that you've been talking to is a scammer. He steals people's images online, creates fake profiles pretending to be someone else. The real person in the picture is not Raphael, it's Diogo. Diogo's a victim. Matter of fact, there are hundreds of fake profiles that we found through our reverse image searching.
We want to go through Diogo's profile. So I'm going to pull that up, okay?
Okay.
So, I mean, this is the real man's profile right here.
Okay.
And is there any images on there that you see that you've been sent from Raphael?
No.
The key thing that you need to understand is these are not Raphael's images. They're not.
So this is a video of him.
E agora aqui, brindando. Tchim, obrigado, viu? Te amo.
And also you mentioned hearing Raphael's voice before. I mean, how does that compare to the real person's voice?
Because he's talking in Portuguese in here, he doesn't talk Portuguese to me in real life.
Diogo is married. He has a kid and a wife, and we actually reached out to Diogo and he replied. I sent him a video kind of breaking down the situation. I told him about you and they replied to us. Diogo doesn't speak English. So his wife actually shot a text message to me. Apparently she does speak English. When you're chatting with this person through text message, Diogo can't even chat. He can't even chat in English through text message. As you can see that his wife wrote me and said, "Hi there, it's Diana, Diogo's wife here." She says he can't speak English. That's why we have never answered back. We have been fighting against this kind of problem for a while. We actually did a video about the scammers here on his profile, but it's in Portuguese.
Fala, meu povo, estamos aqui, nós três, para dar comunicado, alerta, na verdade. Tem muita gente se passando por mim, criando perfil falso de Instagram.
Por favor, denunciem.
Por favor, denunciem, exatamente. O meu perfil é esse aqui, ó. Verificado do mesmo jeito. Não vou nunca criar outro reserva. Esse é o meu Instagram oficial.
He can't even text in English. So how is he sending you all of these messages through Telegram when he doesn't have the ability to?
I mean, that's proof right there that you're not talking to the real person in the videos and in the pictures.
I'm just kind of upset.
This Raphael guy has been chatting with you, telling you, go talk to my boss, go send money to my coworkers. Matter of fact, he's been putting you in a very dangerous position because you are sending money to people you don't know.
Yeah, and I'm still confused.
You're having a hard time accepting the truth.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I was told to never look at the profile, which, I mean, I do, and I'll send it to him and he'll be like, "Why are you looking at the guy's page? He's a criminal."
So you don't think that's a red flag that he's been steering you away from this other profile, this verified profile?
I'm sorry, I really don't know.
If you go through his Instagram and the comments, he has hundreds and thousands of people that are fans of him and that follow him and his family. There's no way that this person that you're chatting with that has 0 followers is calling the guy with 100,000 followers a criminal. You're speaking to the criminal.
So we created the IP tracker.
Yes.
And you sent that to Raphael and he clicked it.
He did, okay.
Where do you think he's from?
I don't know, Wisconsin?
He actually clicked on that tracker from Lagos, Nigeria.
Oh, God. Ah.
The majority of Nigerians that we've come across do speak very, very good English.
Yeah.
But they always have that accent, right? So this person you're talking to has a little bit of an accent, correct?
Yeah, but I'm trying to listen to it, but to see if there's any Jamaican accent to it.
Jamaican is completely different than an accent from Lagos, Nigeria.
After everything, we finally felt that Dior was taking in the information that we gave her and was ready to move on.
I think you're a great person, Dior. You have a big heart. I know that you've been through a lot with what you've been dealing with personally and with your MS as well. I just want you to know though, before we got on this call, I had a long conversation with your dad. He loves you so much. He cares about you, but this is hurting him. It's hurting you. I mean, to the point where you've had to hide a relationship for 11 months from your family. 11 months.
How many lies are you going to tell the people that you love for someone that you haven't even met face to face?
I don't know. And then the other frustrating part from your dad's perspective is that he's been taking care of you and he's watching you take your money and give it away to this person you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to take care of yourself.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I mean, we're all mad at him. Your family's mad at him. I mean, because he's taking advantage of you. This guy is just gonna keep taking and taking and taking from you. He doesn't love you. He's has no intentions to meet you. He's gonna continue to take it as far as he can until you say enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Is it enough?
I don't want to say it's 50-50 because it's not. It's probably more like 80-20.
I mean, it's your decision to continue to chat with this person or block them. Our recommendation is to block this person. You're talking to a scammer from Lagos, Nigeria.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no good that's going to come out of that.
You don't know how bad I want to call him and like bitch him out. I think by me doing that, it'll make me feel more confident and a little stronger. I'll just block him. I won't talk to him anymore.
Okay.
And he'll probably be like, why are you ignoring me?
People deal with the aftermath of the scam in a bunch of different ways, but I promise he looks at you like a dollar sign. That's it. So do what you got to do, but the end goal is for you to block him, okay?
I am thankful for everything and everybody. This is like to the extent like now there's more clarification.
Dior, we're proud of you, for one. I think you're headed in the right direction. It's going to be tough. It's going to be rough to completely cut this person off.
I feel like you deserve better.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you, Dior. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Moments after we got off the phone with Dior, she decided to give Raphael a call. What happened next surprised us.
Hey, babe.
Hello?
How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
How's work?
Just fine. So, babe, what's going on? Is you want to talk to me?
But the Cash App, it's under maintenance. That's why I couldn't transfer the money.
Till tomorrow, right?
Yeah. But so what about your friend? Where am I gonna send it to?
I'm gonna give you the name tag. You're gonna send it to, okay? Just let me know before you send it, okay?
Yeah, I'll send it, but what are you gonna do?
No, yeah, I'm gonna make the payments immediately. Then I'm gonna get my money from the company.
What happens if they say no?
No. It's not gonna be saying no.
How do you know? They did it before.
No, because I already talked to my boss.
Your boss said before it was good, and then he said, oh, you gotta pay this X amount more.
Babe, I'm telling you, we're gonna. I already talked to my boss, and he said we're gonna get money and make the payment, okay? So just relax, okay? We'll get some money.
No, because you stress me out.
Oh, sorry, I don't stress you out. I don't stress you.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, babe, we're gonna talk later, okay? I'm gonna busy.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I love you, huh?
Love you too.
I miss you.
Miss you too.
Mm.
Okay, bye.
Seekers, this is not how we wanted this to end at all. Brianne and I called Dior's dad a few days later. We wanted to let him know what we had revealed to Dior and reassure him on the support we have for him and Dior.
How are you today?
Oh, fine.
So how has Dior been the past couple of days after we sat down and talked to her?
We kind of just gave up on asking, because it was kind of like we were just going in a circle. It's kind of like, when a person who's doing drugs, they're doing good and then they kind of relapse into it again.
She requested that I don't share all of the findings from our research report with you.
Okay.
When we're sitting down with her and talking to her, she was like, oh, I can't wait to get on the phone and chew him out. I'm like, cool, we're in the green. And then as soon as she hopped on with him, all of that went out the window. You and I know this person doesn't care for her, but in her mind, it's not about the money. It's not about them seeing each other eventually. It's not about if he's real or not. At this moment in time, this person has been available to her at all times. We can see, it's very obvious that she's very lonely, for one. It might be a little bit of depression or being unhappy with her life at the moment. I think is very important time to let her know that you love her and you care for her and you're here for her and you're here to support her, even though I know you're probably annoyed with the whole situation, but she just needs to know that you have her back. Just the simple fact that she doesn't want you to see the report shows that she doesn't want to hear you tell her, I told you so.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, got it. I don't want to be personal, but, if you folks are taking in donations, I'd like to send something to you folks.
That's very...
That you're doing.
You know what would be like a really big donation, Douglas?
Yes.
Is if you can join us on the live on Thursday.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay. Yeah, just send me a text.
Well, Douglas, we want to let you know that we're here to support you and Dior. You can call us at any time. If Dior does decide to do counseling, we will pay for it.
Yes.
And you just let us know. But we're going to try one last time to talk some sense into her.
All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Please, all the power to you folks.
Thank you for hearing us out, Douglas. Thank you for being easygoing with us. We appreciate your support.
No, I should be thanking you for trying to help Dior.
Thank you, Douglas.
I should give you more thanks than you thanking me.
Oh,
Thanks,
no.
Thank you. All right, we'll talk to you soon, Douglas.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. Talk to you soon. Okay, you too. Okay, bye. Wow.
We'll talk to her on the live.
Yes, we will. We have a lot to talk about. Jeez Louise.
Okay, so it seems Dior couldn't work up the nerve to tell Raphael off. Tune in this Thursday for our live stream to see if we can talk Dior into blocking this romance scammer for good.
If you have been involved in a romance scam, don't forget to report it. It helps get the word out and potentially stops other people from being scammed.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget all of our new videos go out every Wednesday. If you like this video, subscribe. And if you want to see more, you should probably click one of these two videos.